Hi guys, today we will start the foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market is the market in which national currencies are traded for one another. The major participants in this market are commercial banks, multinational corporations, share brokers, other authorized other authorized dealers and monetary authorities. The various types of foreign exchange market should be there. Here we are discussing two. One is a spot market and another one is a forward market. The market which handles only spot or current transactions of foreign exchange are termed as spot market or current market. But the market of foreign exchange which deals with the purchase and sale of foreign exchange which are contracted today but are implemented in future is called forward market. Now the rate which will be prevail in the market, that is calling the foreign exchange rate. And now today majorly we try to go with the discussion of the determination of foreign exchange market. Determination of foreign exchange market. Today our main focus is related to the determination of foreign exchange market, or we can speak determination of equilibrium foreign exchange rate. But before it, I will tell you some functions of foreign exchange market. If we will try to go with the functions of foreign exchange market, these are the three. The first one is a transfer function, second one is a credit function, and third one is a hedging function. The transfer function facilitates transfer of purchasing power across different countries of the world. Credit function facilitates credit for international trade, and hedging function facilitates protection against risk of foreign exchange fluctuations. Now we will go with the determination of equilibrium foreign exchange rate. You people normally knows about the law of demand and law of supply. Then here foreign exchange rate is determined by the demand and supply of foreign exchange. The S will be try to show to you the supply, and then D will be try to show to you the demand. Then before it we will try to discuss the sources of supply of foreign exchange and sources of demand for foreign exchange. If we will try to go with the sources of demand for foreign exchange, then foreign exchange is demanded for the various purpose relate to the sources of demand for foreign exchange. These purposes are purchase of foreign goods by domestic residents, that is calling the import for us, then payment of international loans, gifts and grants to the rest of the world, investment in the rest of the world, tourism to abroad, or so many others which will be available on the screen. Then we will go with the supply of foreign exchange sources. Then these are so many, and depends on the supply of foreign exchange on the various factors. Then on the screen it's available. You will see and even I will tell you something relate to the sources of supply of foreign exchange. The sources are purchases of domestic goods by the foreigners, that is exports, foreign direct investment as well as portfolio investment from rest to the world, speculative purchases of foreign exchange, tourism and remittances from abroad, transfer of foreign exchange by the residents of the country abroad. Now if we will try to go with the determination of foreign exchange or determination of foreign exchange rate, that is related to the E, equilibrium point, you know better. Here DD and SS will be intersect to each other. Then listen just simply. Foreign exchange rate is determined by the demand and supply of foreign exchange. The rate of foreign exchange is said to be in equilibrium when the demand for some currency in terms of another currency equals its supply. In the given figure, the SS line or SS curve shows the supply of foreign currency which is positively related to the rate of exchange. The line DD shows the demand for foreign currency which is negatively related to the rate of exchange. The point E at which DD equals to SS represents the equilibrium rate of exchange. Now after the determination of foreign exchange rate, we have the changes in exchange rate. What we can speak, changes in exchange rate, and then these changes will be related to the currency depreciation and currency appreciation. First we try to discuss the currency depreciation. If the demand for foreign exchange increases, supply remaining the same, the exchange rate will rise. This rise in exchange rate implies depreciation in domestic currency or currency depreciation. If you want to listen the example, for example, suppose rupees oblique dollar exchange rate is 60, means rupees 60 need to be paid in order to get $1. If rupees oblique dollar exchange rate rises to 65, it implies that more rupees are required to be paid in order to get the same dollar. This is known as depreciation of rupee, or we can speak depreciation of domestic currency. The domestic currency becomes relatively less valuable that time. Effects of depreciation of currency are encourages exports from a country and discourages imports from rest of the world. In other sense, we can see in a opposite way the currency appreciation. If the supply of foreign exchange increases, demand remaining the same, the exchange rate will fall. This fall in exchange rate implies appreciation in domestic currency, or we can say it's a currency appreciation. For example, if rupees oblique dollar exchange rate falls from 60 to 55, then it is termed as appreciation of rupee, or we can speak appreciation in domestic currency. It takes place when there is a decrease in the price of domestic currency with respect of the foreign currency. In this case, the domestic currency is more valuable. Effects of appreciation of currency will be imports will rise and exports will fall. Okay guys, have a good day.